Hi, you have tuned in to the Raging Aggron channel, and I'm your host, Djingis. So, this will be the first team recap of today, and we're gonna go through the last division, the Pony division, in the Moon Conference for the PSL, and 4 teams in this one as well, so there will be 4 draft recaps up today. And then I will start on the PWL as quick as possible. So, this is the Houston Hydreigons, and just looking at this first 6, I feel it's a really good synergy. It has a very good water fire grass core. It has 2 really good dragons, and the only thing that's a bit lackluster is the Mega, in my opinion. But Mega Gallade isn't that bad, so we'll just go through this without any big problem as we have in the past, with phone ringings and so forth. So Huron Black is his first Pokemon, and it's his Crystal user as well. This is a monster. You don't want to face this thing, because if it doesn't want it KO you, you are pretty much dead either way the next turn, so then you have 6 monsters you can sack off in order. So yeah, Huron Black is one of those powerhouses that you should never sleep on. But still, it's a Pokemon that you maybe don't bring every week, even if you could, because Dragon Eyes is a really good typing, but a lot of teams have a very strong fighting Pokemon, and even if it has good bulk, a high jump kick will deal a good amount of damage to it, and you need Huron Black to stay healthy. So depending on matchup, I don't think that it will bring it as much as people think, but it's still almost every game. It has a great moveset, in my opinion, and the only thing that's a bit lackluster is its physical ice type. But with the Sea Crystal, we can actually see where is it? Sea Freeze Shock, because that will make it viable in some sense. I thought there was another physical ice type. Well, that doesn't really matter. And you can use, to have and of course, Sea Blizzard, Sea Ice Beam, of course, and will hit like a truck. It has a lot of special moves that it can use pretty well, even if its attack stat is so much higher. But it's still a Pokemon that you need to prepare for Huron Black, because it's one of those Pokemon that can sweep a team without even getting banded or scarfed. Just being as it is, it's scary enough. Then we have Mega Gallade. So Mega Gallade has a very good attack stat once again, and pretty good defensive stats as well, together with pretty fast speed. So the only downside for me with Mega Gallade is when you look at it, the only huge downside for me is that it's Psychic Fighting, and it's still very weak to Fairy, and it's neutral to Dark, and other typings that are pretty common when it comes to attacking, and it doesn't really eat an Earthquake because you will run it max speed, max attack most of the time. So Mega Gallade it's a good Pokemon to have, but at the same time I don't see him use this as much as maybe someone should. But you can run it a number of different ways. You can run a special one with Cold Mind, but you have all the elemental punches, you have knockoff, you have Leaf Blade. You can do pretty much anything with it. Stanky Cut is really scary to have to deal with. Shadow Sneak for priority, even if you're so fast you probably won't need it that much. X is an instant headbutt as well. It has a lot of viability, Poison Jab, Power Up Punch. So you can really do a lot with Mega Gallade. I've never used it that well, so I'm not the best one to judge it. I still feel like it's a good Pokemon, but it's not the best it could have brought. Not the best it could have drafted, in my opinion. Rotom Wash. this is just one of those defensive pivots that are, I mean, in my opinion, it's a bit overrated because it lacks good recovery. Even though it gets pain split, right? Yeah, it gets pain split, and that's the best form of recovery together with leftovers. And you can make this thing so bulky, and it's a good with the hydro pump, discharge, volt switch, and at the same time have a lot of viability defensively with screens, priority and sucker punch, even if you won't really use that. You have foul play to hit really hard on the physical side. Will-O-Wisp and T-Wave Toxic Trick. You can do a lot of things with Roto Wash. Shut up. And yeah, and that Levitate is really good because it doesn't really have any weakness except for grass. And but other than that, I feel like you all know what Roto Wash does. So over to Infernape. Infernape is an extreme value pick in Tier 2. We have it in Tier 2 since, I mean, it's been in Tier 2 in a lot of leagues as of recently. And I don't really know why, but we decided to put it there as well, together with the rest of the leagues that are doing this. So Infernape is it's a pretty fast Pokemon. It's not very bulky. It's pretty fast and it hits hard from both sides. It has it has a very good move pool, and it hits hard from both sides, as I said. Banded, Choice Spec, Scarf with U-turn, and it has a lot of moves that you don't really think of. But when you have Grass Knot on Infernape and predict Water type will always hurt. You have Gunk Shot for Fairies, and that you most of the time even faster than Fairies. Hone Claws to just get a sweep on. Nasty Plot to just destroy your opponent from the special side. Power Up Punch, Rock Slide. I mean, you have a lot of good moves. You can even taunt with Infernape, so you have a pretty fast taunter. And I feel like that's I feel like that's the best usefulness you can have with this. I mean, a fast, hard-hitting U-turner with a lot of viability in the defensive aspect as well. So yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good way to round Infernape up. Then we have Tsarina. Tsarina is a rapid spinner, and I have no clue why. It's Queen Majesty is maybe the ability you will receive mostly because it will completely stop priority attacks. It has a very good move pool once again, but at the same time it's bulky, it's not that bulky, and its attack is pretty good. Sorfold is yawning, guys. I have no clue why. I've slept pretty well tonight compared to the rest of the days. But as you can see, it has pretty good moveset, but most of the moves are status or non-damage moves. And it has one or two attacking moves that it can use, like Play Rough, High Jump Kick, Return, Facade, Acrobatics, U-Turn. So it has a really good U-Turn Volt Switch core here, which Rotom Infernape Tsarina. And Tsarina is, for me, it could be better. It could be a bit better. I would like to see that if it had base 100 defenses and maybe base 80 HP, that would be even better. I could also see it with a bit higher special attack and a bit lower speed. But I mean, it's still a pretty good Pokemon. I feel like you will use it pretty well. And then we have the Tyrantrum pick. Tyrantrum is extremely scary, and if you set up with it, you can sweep a lot of teams because you need two D-Dancers to outspeed Scoffers. And with two D-Dancers, I'm just gonna double check this, because it gets Dragon Dance, right? Yeah, good. Otherwise it should be broken, if it didn't. I mean, Tyrantrum wouldn't be broken in the sense that it would be OP, but broken because we wouldn't be able to use it. So you need the 2 Dragon Dances up to be able to outspeed Scar first, and then you have +2 attack on 121 attack, and that's really scary, especially when you pair it with 119 defenses with base 82 HP. The special defense could have been like a bit higher, maybe base 70, but it's still very workable. And it actually makes it pretty useful as a special wall with an AV set. Not a special wall, a wall overall with the max HP and then AV with a lot of special defense. I mean, it could work pretty well. You can also see this used in a Trick Room team together with Sarina. That's also pretty slow. Then you have Rotom that might also work pretty well. One moment, Olga, one moment guys. So yeah, I just had to help my mom before she went to work. So as I said with Tyrantrum, it can work pretty well in a Trick Room team together with Sarina. So it actually has a semi-Trick Room team here, and that would be very scary to face in my opinion. I don't really have anything else to say on Tyrantrum. It's a bit underrated in my opinion as well. And here we go to... okay. You will get all styles of Oratorio, so you'll get Fire Flying, Ghost Flying, Electric Fire Flying, and the last one that got my mind, Psychic Flying. So, and the dance ability of course is always useful, especially if you can predict a Dragon Dance or a Swords Dance or something like that. It would really help. Or a Petal Dance for that matter, even if you don't do too much damage because it's only grass types that learns it, and pretty much all of them are grass poison that learns it, and that hits hard with it. But I mean, it's pretty interesting Pokemon. To get 4 different Pokemon in one that all can hit hard and it's pretty fast and with an okay amount of bulk. I don't really know much about Oratorio. I don't know what it does really, because I have never used it. I actually never used it in Sun Moon either, so I haven't used it in game, I haven't used it on Showdown. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Its stats and how you use it will talk for itself, in my opinion. So Lapras. So this was another Pokemon bulky water type that got sniped from me in the late rounds. Even though I went first in this run, this was one of my free picks, but I didn't get it, which sucks, because water types would have been really nice in my division, as you saw. And Shell Armor and Hydration as well. So this can be, if you face a Rain Dance team, you can actually use this to be Status Absorber, because you have a pretty high chance to get rid of the status ailment pretty quick. And then this is a very bulky Pokemon that hits hard, Water's Ice Stab. I mean, this Pokemon on itself can wreck house on a team that is unprepared for it. And if I'm not completely wrong, it learns Dragon Dance by some reason. And it has Heal Bell as well to get rid of all of that, as I talked about earlier with the State Ailments. You can use a lot of different sets with it. I don't really think it can higher its special attack, but it's still pretty good Pokemon. To have a Dragon Dance user that is pretty slow, it's another Pokemon for Trick Room as well. I feel like this can be a really good Pokemon to have on the team. Let me see that way, guys. Yeah, okay. I can't really see my webcam at the moment. I see the camera and I can't see because I work on different screens. But yeah, Lapras is a pretty good Pokemon to have on this team. I feel like it put a lot of pressure on the opponents at the same time as it's bulky. You just have to look out for fighting types with this thing, because it's very easy to forget that it's Ice type. Then we have a Staraptor, and this is an Intimidate user that's fast, hits hard, have Intimidate and Reckless, and that's just scary overall. Staraptor is one of those wall breakers that always put a huge amount of pressure upon your opponent's team. It's one of the best offensive flying typings in the game, and I feel like a lot of people they know what Staraptor does, but they feel like it's not for them because they have other wall breakers. But you can never have enough of Staraptor on the team, and I'm pretty sure it gets Defog as well. So here we have a defog user, which this team lacked, because with Oricorio, Lapras, Staraptor, and Curumbi, you really need to get rid of those Stealth Rocks, otherwise it will whittle your team down pretty quick. And talking of Stealth Rocks users, here we have another one. It learns Stealth Rock this thing, I'm pretty sure. But it was not, no it doesn't, thank God for that. Oh god, why was she, why did she need to call me that like that? Oh, that messes up everything. So, Defog. This Pokemon learns Defog, not Stealth Rocks. And it hits really hard. I'm pretty sure it gets Technician. And that is a very important ability in my case for Scizor, because it has a lot of attacks that is base 60 or lower that it can use and use it pretty well. And with that pretty bulky stats and with 130 attack, I mean, this is just a monster. It doesn't really have the best Fire-type switch in my opinion, except for Tyrantrum. But other than that, I feel like, I mean, since it's a good Pokemon for him to have, overall it makes everything better. It's a stab U-turner, and yeah, it hits hard as well. So welcome. I mean, this is just a good team to be on for him, I think. And then we have Typhlosion. So Typhlosion, I have no clue what it does except for Scarfed Eruption or Specs Eruption. So I know it gets Earthquake, but I mean it doesn't really deal that much damage. It has Flash Fire, which helps complete Scizor pretty well. So yeah, as you can see, I mean it has okay moveset, maybe not the best, but I mean it's still pretty viable. I don't like Typhlosion, it's not a Pokemon for me, but I mean it's workable. I can see him use it well. And then we have his Fairy typing. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have another Fairy. I can't remember the first part that I recorded. But Ribombee is a fast, pretty hard hitting Pokemon that is very frail, and more than that I don't have to say on this thing. So this is the Houston Hydreigons. And overall it's I really like the team, I really do. But at the same time, I've seen better teams in this league. But I feel it will be a threat, a pretty huge threat on that. So yeah, that's I mean that's all I've got to say really. I'm trying to think of something else that I might have missed. I don't really think I missed anything that I needed to say. So my name is Djingis everyone, and I will see you next time.